Rawback. Greetings, family. Just gonna wait a little bit longer here to tag some friends. This is just gonna be a little short class on the Wu-Nuwapu and Wana. Let me just tag a couple people. I know probably most people right now are at a cookout. I know it's the 4th of July, so I know a lot of people are probably not tuning in right now. But I'm gonna put this up on my page so that everybody can see it. This is just dealing with the language. I know I kind of lost a lot of people on the on the previous language class, but this is for everybody that I know who I'm friends with as far as on this page, because I know a lot of people didn't get to see the other one. Let me see one real quick. All right, just hold on for a moment. I'm just gonna tag a couple more people. And you guys can just write down in the comments that if you guys can hear me, just let me know. Because it's going to be a real, a short class. It's going to be a language class. But if you have any questions, you guys can also ask away. Let me see what I got here so far. All right, let me see here. I tagged a couple people. I'm still trying to see. Sometimes people have a hard time coming into the live class itself. That's why I'm gonna wait a little bit. You could just type in, just say Rahubat for everybody that comes onto the live class. Just type in Rahubat when you come in. That way I can tell who's on the live class right now, who's watching. Yeah, Facebook kind of cut me off for the last video I made. So I'm just going to put this here on my page so that everybody can see it. Hold on. All right. So I'm going to just pretty much go straight into it. All right. Okay, Rahubat, everybody. So this one right here. So this is going to be a little bit of an interesting concept. This just deals with the language itself. All right. Hold on. Let me just put this in. Y'all can see me. Okay, so this one, let me see if anybody can see it. Hold on. Let me just put this up at the camera. Can everybody see this? Pull it back a little bit. Everybody see that? All right, that's what we're gonna go into today. So Hana, Hana, and Hanu. Okay? And it's kind of it's pretty simple, but it just deals with the language and how it works, okay? So the best thing is, let me just plug this in right here. All right, so people always ask me as far as, okay, how do I say where? All right, so you have where, you have here, and you have there. And there are 3 different concepts as far as how it works in Misbatia, in our Sabayan language. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go over a couple of examples that's going to help everybody out. It's pretty simple, but you just have to grasp your mind around it a little bit. So the first thing is when you say where are you? Let's start with a simple question, right? So how would you say, like, where are you in the language itself? So first thing you have to understand is the words itself. So the word for where, right? The word for where is waneh, all right? But there's 3 types. So you have waneh, and pay attention to the sound, waneh, wanu, and wanah, okay? So if you want to say, where are you, all right, as in your location, you would say waneh with an E at the end of it. So you would say waneh athir, and if you're speaking to a woman or a man, you would say waneh athir antat or waneh athir antak, okay? So when you say waneh, and this is W-A-N-E-H, there's a hard H at the end of it, you're saying like where, as in where did it go? He or she, or where did she go? So you would say, like, where did she go? So you would say waneh, like waneh athir antat, waneh athir antak, or where are they, right? You would say waneh athir amtu, waneh athir amtu. Okay, so when you see, now that's W-A-N-E-H. I'm gonna go to another one. Now, if you say wanu, and listen to it real close, wanu is where, as far as at which or what place. So we say wanu, you're saying where, as in, well, what place is it at? Okay, so at that point you would say wanu, as say, okay, so let me see if I can give a good example to it. Okay, let's say you're at the temple. Okay, so if you want to say, where is the temple? Remember that the temple is a place. The temple is a location. So you wouldn't say waneh. You would say wanu. Where is the temple? You would say wanu kawun pa makdash. Wanu, which is where, kawun, which is, pa, which is the, and then temple, makdash. Wanu kawun pa makdash. Where is the temple? All right. So you have waneh, you're dealing with like a person, like where did she? And then you have wanu, where you're dealing with a place or location, as in the temple. And then you have the word wanah. Wanah. All right, you guys can say that with me. Wanah. And wanah is dealing with where, as in the question itself. So let's say you don't know where something is, and you just want to say where, like I can't see it. Where? You would say wanah, wanah, okay? Now, if you're dealing with here, all right, so we deal with where, and then now we're dealing with here. I hope I'm not confusing you guys. If I'm confusing you, just let me know. Am I confusing y'all? You guys can type in the comments. Rahobat, Joey Lawrence, Rahobat, Christopher Charles Higdon, Rahobat Hotep, Amunit Ray. Rahobat Lonnie Stewart. Hey, Lonnie Stewart, you have your time to ask some questions here. You have your time to ask some questions on the language right now, so take advantage of it. Rahobat Zebedee Rawls, Rahobat Amunet Nasert Sekhmet, Rahobat Tunji T. Now remember, I'm gonna let this forum's gonna be open. If you guys have any questions related to the language, you can ask away right now. Rahobat Shuank Ray. Okay, so somebody said, let me get my notepad. Yeah, that's right. Get your notepad because it's gonna be a lot of information. So, all right. So we went through the where. All right, the where when you deal with where in the sentences. So you have wanah, wanu, wanah. Now we're gonna deal with hana, hanu, and hana. Okay, so if you're saying, let's say you have something to give to somebody, right? If you have something to give to someone, you would then say hana, as in here. Like if I say, if I want to give you a bottle of water, right? I would say hana, hana, as in here, take this, hana. But I would not say hanu or haneh, okay? Because hana is like saying, here, take this. Now, when you deal with haneh, and this is just dealing with, here as in around here. Like, so then you would say, well, where is he? Or where is she? or where are they, the response in the language itself would say, you would say haneh. I think they're here, but you would say like haneh. Now haneh, and I want you guys to pay attention real close to the tones, is spelled Haneh. It's a hard H at the end of it. Okay, so there's more breath when you say it. So it sounds like this, haneh, and that's here as in around here. But if that person is right here, as in here next to you, right? So if you say, well, where is that person? You would say hanu, as in right here. Hanu, right here. So you would not say hanah, because hanah means here, as in here. Take this. All right, and you would not say you wouldn't say haneh, because haneh deals with something that is around here. You would say hanu, which means right here. Where is he? Hanu, right here. Okay? Hope that makes a little bit more sense for everybody that's listening. Okay? So you have haneh, which means as in around here. And now you have hanu, which means right here, and then you have hanah, which is here. Hanah, here, take this. Okay? Now we're going to go, so we went through the wheres, we went through the heres, and now we're going to go to the theirs, okay? So when you deal with there itself, when you deal with the language itself, there's 3 different types of there, okay? So you have thaneh, thanu, and thanah, okay? I want you to pay attention because you hear the E, the U, and the A. Thaneh, thanu, thanah. So, thaneh, all right, is there, as in far away from you or beyond. So, how can I put it? All right, so you would say this. So how would you put this into a sentence? So you would say this. Okay, well, where are they? Right? And you would say, they are there. They are there. And in this particular sentence, you're saying this. They, which is the word amtu. Then you say are, which is athir. And then you would say thaneh. So you would say amtu athir thaneh. So you're saying they are there. But when you say they are there, you're saying they are there as in they are far away from you, beyond. Oh, they all the way over there. They all the way over there. So you'd say amtu athir thaneh. Amtu athir thaneh. Okay? Now, when you get to saying thanu, all right? You're saying there as in right there or at that spot. So if you want to say, oh, so you ask the question again, where are they? You would say, at that point you would say, oh, they're right there. And so you would say, amtu athir thanu. Amtu athir thanu. Like, oh, they're right there at that spot. Where? Oh, there, thanu. So that's one aspect of it. And then you get to the next portion of there, which is thanah. I hope you guys can say that with me. Thanah. All right? So thanah is like saying there, which is not here. So this may sound very, very confusing listening to this. But when you say thanah, it's like saying, okay, so if you ask the question again, you'll say, well, where is she? So you would say, well, waneh kawan anha. Or where is he? So you would say, waneh kawan anhu. And then you would say, thana, there, thana, simply like thana. So you're not directing towards a spot. You're not directing towards somebody that is far away or beyond. You're just saying, well, they're not here, but they're there. They're there. Thana. Say thana. Okay? That one's a little bit tricky because you're dealing with space and movement and distance and how close they are. When you really listen to like the haneh, hanu, hana, or thaneh, thanu, and thana, you're really dealing with the distance. So each word, right, when you deal with haneh, hanu, and hana, are dealing with how close that person or being or thing is to you. Okay? All right, so now there's another one that we deal with, which is with what. And now there's 4 different whats in our language. You have shaneh, shanuhu, shanuh, and shanah. Okay? Hopefully I'm not confusing you all, but you guys can type Type in the different questions that you have, okay? So, shana, as in what, is like saying, what is that? So you would say, shanu, you would say, shana kawun pafaf. What is that? Shana kawun pafaf. What is that? Shana kawun pafaf. All right? Shana kawun pafaf. So that is what, as in, like, what is that? Then you have shanuhu. Shanuhu is what's, as in, what's wrong? What's wrong? So you would say, shanuhu. And you would say, shanuhu khatu. Like, what's wrong? Shanuhu, what's wrong? See how that's different? So, yeah, shanuhu, that's what's, as in, like, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? Shanuhu. And then you have shanu, not with shanuhu, but shanu. And shanu is like, what happened? What happened? Shanu is like, what happened? So you see how all these different what's are there? And then you have shana, like what? Shana, like is what? What? Shana. So there's 4 different expressions of what. So you have shana, like shana kawan pafef. What is that? Then you have shanuhu. And shanuhu is like, what's wrong? And then you have shanu, which is what happened. And then you have shana, like what? Shana? I don't understand you. Shana? What? Shana? So those are 4 different expressions for shana, shanuhu, shanu, and shana. All right? Now you have another one. You have then and then. All right? You have then and then. And in our language, you have then as in more than or less than. See, in the English tone, then is phonetically the same. The then, which is THAN, and the then, which is THEN. All right? So the then, which is like more than or less than, is thanan. Thanan is the word we use for more than or less than. All right? But now when you talk about then, as in the then of the past or the then of the future, now you say thamem. Thamem. Okay? Thamem is then of the past and future, and then you have thanen, which is more than or less than. So I'm trying to see if I can put this into a sentence for you all. Okay, if you want to say, I have more, I'll give this example. You have more money than, let's say I have more money than they. I want to say that in my language. I want to say that in Saban, right? So then I will say, nakuk, I, hayuz, have, or actually, you wouldn't use hayuz because hayuz is actually a non-possessive word. So you would say, nakuk anud, which is I have. So you say, nakuk anud, right? And then you would say, which is I have, and you would say, more money. And so at that point, I would say, khathir garash, right? More money than, and now I'm saying, thanan. And I'll say more money than, let's say more money than they, or more money than, if I'm going to say more money than they, so I would say thananamtu. So I'm gonna break that sentence again. So if I say, I have, nakuqanud, more money, khathir garash, than they, or than them, right? I would say thanan amtu. More money than they, I would say thanan amtu. If I say more money than them, then I would say thanan amthum. Okay? So I'm going to say that one more time. So you have then, which is more than, less than, which is said as thanan. All right? So I'm going to put the whole entire sentence together. If I say I have more money than they do, right? So I'm going to put it all together. So I would say nakuk anud khathir garash thanan. All right? Thanan amtu amul. Amtu amul. Okay? I'll say that one more time. Nakuk, I'll do it real slow. Nakuk anud khathir garash thanan amtu amul. All right? I'll say that one more time. Nakuk anud, all right, khathir garash thanan amtu amul. I have more money than they do. See? Or if you say we have more money, you would say anun, because the word for we is anun. Anun anud khathir garash thanan amtu Amul. Now it may sound a whole lot to say, but now that's just dealing with the word then, and now we're dealing with the word then as in then of the past and then of the future. So you have to understand that if you say to yourself, if you say to someone, oh yeah, I knew that person, I knew them then, as in then of the past. Or you know what, I'll speak to you a little bit longer, right? And we'll have another conversation then, which is then of the future. You see how that can be utilized? And at that point, you're using the word thamem. Thamem. Thamem is the word then, which is T-H-E-N, and that's always relating to time, past and future. So you have the past, you have the future, and then you have now. All right? Now is in between the past and the future, or the then of the past and the then of the future. Okay? There's a class that Dr. Malachi York, also known as Baba Yanun, taught called The Wake-Up Call. And he said how our conscious minds deals with the then of the past, the then of the future, and your now mind, okay? So your conscious mind is something that you utilize, directly, okay? But then you have your now mind. The now mind is what's actually happening to you at the point right now, right? And then you have your subconscious mind, which of course stores memory, and that mind is pretty much constant as well. Okay, but the subconscious mind is basically what you're pulling from as far as past memories. Your conscious mind is what you're utilizing right now. But the now mind is like the middle mind. It's a little bit confusing, but those are the three different types of minds. I'm trying to give you this concept because it deals with time. All right. So in other words, if you think back when you were younger, you are traveling in time, in mind, because you are literally going back. But you're not going back as far as physically. You're just recalling the experience. You're recalling the experience in your own memory. So you're utilizing your subconscious mind at that point. All right, but I don't want to go too far off of it. So now you have other things in our language that is dealing with haseh, and hasa. All right, and that's dealing with the word now. All right, so the word now is you have simply as haseh. The word now is haseh. But if you're saying, hey, I need you to do this right now, you would say haseh, haseh. Haseh, haseh means, hey, I need you to do this right now. Okay? And then you have the word hasa. Hasa is the question now? Hasa? Do I do it now? Hasa? You see how that works? So you have haseh, you have haseh, haseh, and then you have hasa. So haseh is simply now in general form. Like now is the time. If I say now is the time, I would say haseh kawun pawakut. Right? Or sometimes I would say hasut kawun haseh kawun pawakut. So I'm saying now is the time. All right? Haseh kawun pawakut. Now is the time. Now, if I say, hey, I need you to do this right now. If I put it in command form, do this right now, then I'm saying, and I'll put it in command form, do, which is amul, do this. Amul panen, haseh, do this right now. So, amul panen, haseh. I'll say it one more time. Amul panen, haseh, do this right now. All right? And then the person asked the question, hasa? Now, you see how we're utilizing this? So you have the where, the there, the here, the now, and the then, and the what, and that's all composed in our language of all the different tones that we use as far as relating to one thing. Does anybody have any questions? I know that might have been a lot. Any questions? You could feel free to type in right now. All right. So we went over haneh, hanu, hana. We went over thaneh, thanu, thana. We went over waneh, wanu, wana. We also went over shaneh, shanuhu, shanu and shana. And we also went over thanen and thamem. And we went also over haseh, haseh, and then hasa. Okay. And if you got any questions on those words, feel free to type it in. I'll wait a little bit Yeah, I can show the page. Hold on for a moment. I don't know if you guys can see this because this is on my iPad. Let me see. You see it? So you see where it says Hane, Hanu, Hana, Thane, Thanu, Thana, Wane, Wanu, Wana, Shane, Shanuhu, Shanu, Shana. Then you see that? Thanen, Thamem, Hase, 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 and then Hasa. You see that? All right. All right, so I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Does anyone have any questions so far? I don't know if there's a delay in time, but please feel free to type in the comments if you guys have any questions, related to the language. Or if you have any, I can open up the floor for questions as well, as far as on the doctrine, questions and answers. I'm just doing this because, right now it's July 4th. Probably most people are at their, cookouts and barbecue and getting their grub on right now. But, right now I'm just opening the floor. So if anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll do my best to answer them. I may make it a habit to come on to teach the live classes as far as on Facebook. I'm actually trying to get the sister Sachemtet and the Thartet Amuntat to assist me, but I don't know if her Facebook page is up right now. But if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. I don't see anybody asking any questions. Don't be scared now. Don't be scared. If there's something that you don't know in the language, just ask it. All right. I'm just going to go through the line. I'm going to go up here. Let me just go up from the top. Go up to the top and greet everyone. And as I'm greeting, you guys can type in your questions in the comments. So let me go up a little bit. Rahubat Val Fleming, Rahubat Nafirabah, Rahubat Ahat Tusret Nero. I don't know how to say your name. Let me see here. Rahubat Hai Ankamun Rayay, Rahubat Seba Kefa, Rahubat Kidar Yanan, Rahubat Shirley Creighton. Greetings, Shirley Creighton. Rahubat Kenny Nafaru Teptu. Amunet, I can't even say her name. Amunet Nasert Sahmet Rahubat. So let's see. Let me see. Did I miss any questions here? He says, I'm coming to the, Joey Lawrence, you said you're coming to the States in August? Okay, so, just to let you know, where we're located at right now is 4829. 4829 North Broad Street. That's our bookstore. All right, so we have questions and answer classes on Sundays, okay? And we're open throughout the week. We're open on a weekly basis. Our bookstore is 4829 North Broad Street, Philadelphia, PA. That's our official bookstore. All eyes on Egypt. All right. Let me see. There's somebody else asking me another question. Is there another language book? There is another language book. The language book is called Misbatia Made Easy, or Saban Made Easy. Let me see if there's any other questions. Is the word at Jayeh or Jayeh? It's Jayeh. Jayeh. So it's Jayeh. 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 That's the word for at. Jayeh. Okay? Jayeh. Okay? So it's not J-A. It was J-A, but it changed. It changed from J-A to Jayeh. So right now it's Jayeh. Any more questions? I'll wait a little bit longer. I'm waiting for everybody to just come on down and you can write your questions out in the comments. Now, if you guys do not have any questions, I'm gonna read a little bit of an excerpt here We'll go into it shortly, but after that, if I don't see any more questions, then I'll pretty much just shut the live class, shut it down a little bit, okay? But I'm gonna leave this on my personal profile. I'll leave it on my personal profile for people to still check it out. But there was something I wanted to go into. Let's see, I'll wait a little bit longer if you guys have any more questions. Wu-Sabat, how do you pronounce the words for if and evil? Okay, so the word if, let me see here. Okay, so the word if is, oh man, that's a good question. I forgot what was the word for if. It's not affef, is it? That's a good question. I don't even know if there is a word for if. I have to get back to you on that one, Zamal. The word for evil is actually nahes. Nahes is the new word for evil. Nahes. All right. And of course, lawu. Lawu, that's it. That's the word. Lawu. Tautek. I was trying to figure out what that word was. If. Lawu. That's it. Lawu is the word for if. But the new word for evil is actually called, it's called nahes. Nahes. That's the new word for evil. So you have to understand that in our doctrine, in the language itself as well, you have opposites. So the same way where you would have wawed would be good.